Alright, I don't even know if I'm going to post this video, but anyway, this is a 2013 Toyota Prius 3. And water. I backed up one day and hit this right here. Because on the camera, I could see my rear bumper, but I didn't realize. Anyway, so you got to take the little mini trunk out. You got your left side cage, the mini trunk thing, the carpet and the door, the trim, and then I'm going to continue to record, but like I said, I don't even know if I'm going to put it up. Next, I have to remove these two screws and then pull this panel out just so I can reach. Now, technically, you really don't have to do that, but it is easier. So remove this, take the panel out. You shouldn't have to remove that one, but if I do, I do. They're 10 mil. Same thing on this side. Because of my OCD, I can't just replace one, so I bought two. All right, I'm going to pause it here and continue. Okay, tools needed. I don't even know if you can see me, but like I said, I don't even know if I'm going to post it. I have a popper tool for the pins and stuff that need to be popped. I have two 3/8 drive extensions, a 2-inch and a 3-inch or 4-inch. I have the gun just in case I have a stubborn nut or bolt. The 10 mil. The 10 mils for all the screws there. My little screw gun for the Phillips heads. And then I have a creeper pad, which is neat. I can kneel on it this way, or I can lay on it that way. Okay? I forgot the ratchet, 3/8 drive ratchet. I'm going to go grab it because I'm not going to start with the gun. So I'll be right back. Alright, I got a swivel head 3/8 drive ratchet. This will be nice for under the fenders when I have to take the two 10 mils out. So just to reiterate, I got a screw here, a 10 mil here, a 10 mil here, two plastic screws, one there, one here, and then a 10 mil in the fender and fender to pull the bumper off. Now you don't have to remove the bumper all the way, but you have to remove it enough to, because the tail light has a hook for the bumper. So you'll see all that. Okay, let's do this. And make sure you have a place to put everything where you're not going to lose it, because it'll suck if you have to go look for everything. I only have to loosen it, it comes right off. These are the tie downs, 10 mil. Once I cracked it, I could do it by hand. Okay. Alright, I'm going to use the popper tool, and I'm also going to move you because you can't see now with my big freaking body in the way. So let's just try this instead. Give me a second just to readjust everything. Give you a little bit more move this way probably. And let's zoom you in a little bit. There we go. Much better. Alright, popper tool. Now everyone who did this, it was so easy, but I have to look at it. Looks like it pops out way down here. It does. That's what's good about having these type of tools, so you don't break these, because then you got to replace them, and that sucks. All right, there should be one here, and then you got to unhook the wire for the light. There we go. There we go. Should be one more there. All right. I also have a 10 mil tie down there, so I'm going to pull that out because there's no sense in leaving it. And even though it might not be in my way, I don't want to take that chance. Come on. It's weird. There it goes. I like how it just needs to be cracked and then it just comes right out. Okay. All right, let's see if we can get this out. That one. I don't know. Oh, okay, okay. So you do have to remove this. I didn't know if I had to or not, so now I know. Yeah, that's what was holding me. Come on. There it is. All right, so I see everybody take it out, but you can't. Seatbelt goes through it unless there's a little like cut where the seatbelt goes. There is. Okay. Come on. All right. Take the light out. Now this is out of my way. Okay, so the two 10 mils now to take off the tail light itself. Just to loosen the tail light for now. They were already loose, it feels like. Wow. Kind of windy today too. That's why I'm under the carport. All right, got one. Okay, got the two little 10 mils for the tail light assembly. Now, obviously I can't take it out. I'm gonna see what you can see. Yeah, you can see. Right here there's a screw. A plastic screw. There we go. Actually, it's a metal screw with a plastic washer. Metal screw, plastic washer. Two of them for the bumper. This one's right below you, so you won't see me taking it out. But it's out. All right. Now the 10 mil for the wheel fender. Fender well. So in the fender well, right about in line with the gas fill door, is the 10 mil. I'm actually going to switch to the gun because this is going to take too long. It's a long screw. This will be a little faster. Oh, I'm glad I used it because it was tight. Fender well screw. There's one on each side, and I will move the camera. There. Okay, so now that I loosen that, you have to pop it. Let me get my knee pad. It might come right off, but just in case, you want to be ready. So, you're going to grab it here and like here and just pull. There it goes. There it goes. Give it a little more, pops. There it goes. Ugh. I think there's one more here. There is. There's a plastic popper down at the bottom, but I don't think I need to remove it. I just got to get this so that it gives me room. There it goes. See that white? I got to make sure you can see that. Give me 1 second. You can. So right here, that white piece, that's what is holding the taillight assembly. I might have to pull that one off on the bottom. You know what? I'm gonna go pull the other side off, just to see if it gives me a little bit more room. Boy, those screws are tight as hell in there. Alright, I think I got enough room. I'm going to give it a shot. Remember, we already loosened this one. So I'm going to make sure you can see before I do it. No. And I'm going to give you more. So the deal is, the idea is, get the bumper to move enough so that you can pull this out. So, there it goes. Now this also has a groove and a popper that this slides on here. So be careful. So I'm going to go ahead and try to break that now. I should have... If you have a plastic one, you're going to want to use it. I have a metal one. And since I am replacing it, I do want to try to sell this. Get a little bit of my money back. No, it's metal. You should have a plastic one. The plastic one actually goes right here. Yeah, no. I don't want to... There it goes. I'll show you what it is. Hold on. Okay. Give this another pull. Usually doing it from over here is better. Okay. So I want to make sure you can see it, but this is what we had to remove. There's a groove that it snaps onto that. I gotta make sure you can see it. You can once I unplug it. Hold on. I'll just remove the main harness. This one has, I think, side. Wow, that's weird. Yeah, it does. Oh, right here. Okay, good. All right. So this is the groove I'm talking about right here, and it goes right on this, and it goes on there. It's actually tapered so that it snaps in there. All right. All right. I'm gonna get a rag. I want to clean that. It's kind of weird, but it's the way I am. I'm gonna pause. So if you look right here, where's my finger? Right there. Something got in there, whether it's a bug or it was some leaves, and it stayed there. And if you leave it there, it's going to rust. So just clean it out. This is also the path that the water takes when coming off the hood and everything. So just get it out of there. That's a good spot for moisture to stay and build. All right, that's gone. All right, so let's go ahead and take the other one off. It's nice to know I didn't have to remove the entire bumper. I mean, not that it would have made that much of a difference, considering how far I've already gone. Oops, I'm sorry. Let me pause, sorry. Okay, so same thing. Oh, I didn't take these screws out yet. I did switch to the gun. That's fine. Just be careful. I didn't remove this panel. I'm going to check the little access panel though. Yeah, I can. Alright, so I have to remove this whole panel too. So this is the battery cover, cage if you will. I didn't want to have to remove this side, and I probably can get away with it. I do have enough tools to, you know, to get in there. Like I have swivel heads and I have swivel extensions and all that good stuff. But I'm lucky I'm even doing it. I want to explain. After I broke this taillight, I went on eBay. They were going for about 100. Used ones were going for 80 with cracks in them. It was kind of stupid. So I went to the dealer. Hold on, I think you're crooked, aren't you? This is such an old tripod. I need a new one. Anyway, I went to the dealer. They wanted $427 to install a new taillight here. I went to Rock Auto, I bought Kappa certified. I bought the two for $174. Okay, I mean, for me that was a no-brainer, and I bought the TYC brand because it's one of the best. I think it goes OEM, TYC, Depot, and then it goes down from there. So anyway, so I got to remove all this. Like I said, I kind of do have what I need to take it all off, but I don't want to do it that way. So let's remove the tie down. I might not have to, like, you know how I removed the seatbelt and everything from that side? I'm not going to do it to this side. There's the tie down. And now I'm going to try to pop everything. Just enough to get the screws off, and you know what I mean? I really don't think it's necessary to remove all that stuff. I gotta find where this one is. There it is. This one's a little bit more flimsier. Is that it? Where are you? I don't see it. Ah, there it is. Wow. Okay, there we go. So this popped towards me on this particular side first. There we go. And now it's off enough where, come on, what's holding me? Oh, that. There's like a wire on top of the battery that was kind of sticking out. Anyway, it's oof, a little bit of insulation, and I'm ripping it. There we go. All right, so I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to stop being silly and just take the panel out because I'm bending it and creasing it, and there really is no reason for that. So I'm going to take out the other tie down and stop being silly and lazy. I've made it this far and I'm already halfway through it, so I'll just do it the right way. So I removed the tie down. Now I should be able to pull the rest of this out. There we go. Go ahead and pull the stupid seatbelt through. Okay, I got it out. Like I said, I didn't want to, but it's stupid wasting all that time. I'd have to sit here with a special swivel head, and you know, I got a pinched nerve in my left leg, so I'm going kind of crazy right now. All right, here we go. Okay, taking this one off. I like to do it by hand so I don't drop it in, you know, into a hole or into the cavity here. Okay, so I got these two out. 10 mil. And now I should be able to pull this, and we have to remember the top here. So I'm going to use the popper tool again. I wouldn't recommend using the popper tool. You should use the proper tool. Anyway, so we know it's right about here. So what I'm doing is I'm putting it in and I'm turning the tool. So I'm going like this just to give it that resistance, and at the same time I'm going to pull. There we go, got it out. So now that we did that, I got to pull the bumper to get past that spot right there. I got it through there. My wire is not long for some reason on this side. So, oh, that's going to suck. Why is it so short over here? So long over there. Anyway. All right, so now I have a problem. It's not a crazy problem. I really hope you can see. I should just double check. So where are we looking at? Yeah. So it's this short. That one I was able to pull. I mean, you can see. Oh, you know what? It wasn't. Felt like it was. I didn't, you know, whatever. All right, so I'm going to use the popper tool again to press the clip that's holding the wiring harness in, because I can't get my fingers in there, and I was able to pull it right out. All right, I pressed right here. All right. Now I'm going to pause and go get the taillights after I clean that cavity. They're in my house, so I'll be right back. Okay. This comes with the piece for the bumper. So it goes just like this. Okay, it goes over it and then goes inside it. That's it. Doesn't snap. No, I guess it doesn't snap. It just goes there. All right. Now, the reverse lights, the bottom one, I'm going to change it out. I have LED ones. Might as well do it now so I don't have to deal with it later. So yeah, this kit also came with all the bulbs and stuff. I'll show you what I'm replacing it with. Replacing it with that. I got it on eBay. It works beautiful. It's nice. This is the one I want to sell. I mean, if I can get $80 back, I even save more. Ah. There we go. Just giving me a hard time putting this back on because it fell out again. I'm going to have to be really careful once I get it in there and get the bumper over it so I don't have to deal with fishing in there trying to get it to work. I might not even worry about plugging it in until after. I'm pushing on the bumper. Didn't mean to, but I am. Something's kind of holding me. It's in the right place. It's the bumper. It came off. I don't like that. I might have to glue this, super glue it or something. That's going to be a pain. Yeah, that's as far as it goes. I'm just trying to see if it clips anywhere, but it doesn't. You're just going to have to be really careful there. So if you can't hold, this is why you want to take off the bumper, okay? So if you cannot hold the bumper, okay, you can see, while you're doing it, then get someone to pull the bumper for you. But basically I have to grab the bumper here, pull it so that it doesn't hit this, so I can get this in here with one hand. So that's a Stupid thing on my part. Right here. See, it fell off again. So, it didn't. It sounded like it did. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and just do that side right now. I don't think I'll have a problem because that one didn't fall off. When I opened the package, the bottom piece there stayed on, so I didn't have to worry about it. Yeah, it doesn't clip, so if I hit this one, it's going to fall off too. Anyway, change the reverse light. Normally you don't want to touch the incandescent bulbs with your hands because your oil ruins them, but I'm not using them, so. And the LED one, I'm doing my best not to touch the lens. Okay, that one's in. Let's see if I can get this one in without all the problems I'm having with that one. Oh, I thought it was the wrong one. You know what I might do is just seat it and then pull the bumper over it? I don't know. So my back's already killing me. And that's one of my other problems. I don't know what's holding me, but it's so weird. Oh, you know what? I didn't clean this side. Alright, so what I want to do, I'm going to pause it. This part's boring. You already know that I'm trying to put on the taillights, and that white piece has to go under the bumper, okay? So I'm going to pause it so I can deal with that without losing my cool. Okay. I got this one on, and I'm going to tell you, it was not easy. If I ever have to do this again, I'm definitely going to take off the bumper. It's a waste of time doing it my way. I'm going to go ahead and do this side, and this is the side that's making me want to throw stuff. So, I'm going to pause it. Alright, so I figured out the problem, and I have to let you know because I am really pissed off at how stupid this is. But I went ahead and put it on, and you have that one stud here, and I couldn't find the other stud, but I didn't notice. I thought this was just a bumper. It's not. It's covering the damn stud. That one I forced. So this is still there, which is why I had so much resistance. So I will be removing that one again to take this stupid thing off. So if you don't see your second stud, take this stupid thing off. I'm aggravated. You know, if I wasn't, like I said, so upset, I would have recorded. But taking off that foam bumper that was on the second stud, which I didn't notice on this side, and I didn't notice the first time on this side, which is what gave me all the problems I was having trying to put this back together. When I took that off, it slid right into place. No freaking problem. So I'm going to pause again to remove that one because it's why watch that. And then I'll record putting it back together. All right, I undid that side. Here's the squished bumper that gave me all the freaking resistance I had over there. So I'm going to pause again and just finish. And then, like I said, we get the whole thing putting it back together. Alright, I got my composure back. Everything's starting to go good the way I thought it would from the beginning. I gotta put the screws on this one. Okay. So, we can just go ahead now and start putting it back together. So I'm going to start over here. I'm going to push the bumper in and up a little bit and then clip the sides in, okay? I like kneeling down because bending over hurts more for me. All right, so you go up, press it in, line these all up. All right, so these are all clipped. Let's give it a little. All right. I will put the 10 mil after. I'm just going to do both sides so that the bumper's up where it should be. Okay, bumper's back in place. We're going to go ahead and put the bumper screws up here back in. There is a range down there. I'm not sure if that's what that is. Hopefully it is. Okay, I have this set to max. I have a clutch on it. I'm going to lower it. I don't want to strip anything. I had it on 7 if you want to know. Where's the towel? All right, but I'm going to double check everything. All right. This one's not popping in right. All right, here we go. Go ahead and put those screws in now so I don't have to deal with it. Sorry. Bumper screws are in. Bumper's lined up. Everything's good. I do have like a little gap right here that's bothering me, and when I mess with it, it pops it back out. So I need a new bracket. There's a plastic bracket that screws on. I'm gonna try to find those, but I'll have to take all this off again. But because this isn't staying in, and right here it pops back out every time. I don't want to glue it. The clips are there. So the clip for the bracket broke. So I got to change. All right. Let's see if I can get this in without any issues. I'm going to go over there, pop the seatbelt in, and line it up from here first, because I think it makes sense. There we go. Once you get the seatbelt in, you can go under it with the plastic piece that's there. There's a lot of little paths and grooves, so you got to get them in there. Once you get them in there, it slides in. There we go. Then you can start clipping everything. This one's right, but it's giving me resistance, so like I said, I got a bad back, so this is hard. Everything back here is lined up. It's here. It's giving me a hard time. There it is. Wow, what a pain. So there's this one long piece that goes in a square hole, and it doesn't want to go in. Everything else is lined up. Ouch, this hurts. So it's this. There it is. Remember I told you there's grooves for everything? Well, it goes under this piece that's already here. There we go. I'm still having a hard time with that long piece. Alright, I'm going to get a flashlight. I can't see. And it's just wasting time. Buzzing. Alright, got my flashlight. I have a headband one, but I never charged it, so. I don't like sitting this way because it hurts. But I gotta do it. Right there, what's the problem? Oh, this is gonna drive me nuts. It's lined up and everything. I don't know. I have to try it from this side, I guess. It doesn't though. It doesn't. All right. I got to figure out why that won't go in, man. What's up? It's really, really long too. So let me iron this out. So I ended up yanking it that way as hard as I could. The hole lined up. Yay! Let's keep going. Make sure you put everything back where it belongs as far as in grooves if there are any. Okay. Any pieces you took off. Okay. All right. Let's get this side in before I start putting all the screws and stuff. Since I know it's going to be a pain in my butt. I put this one in as a guide. Maybe it'll help. Alright, so this whole area has to go underneath, so I gotta pop it out. It's gotta go like this first. There we go. And then just look for what you're. Alright, so it's supposed to be way up here. Let me get the seatbelt in before I wiggle it all around there. There we go. Seatbelt's back in. And then I have to go that way to get it under. There we go. This one also has to go under, but if it pops in, I'll figure that part out after. It did. So I will now pull this and try to get it under. Hope it works. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Got it. What a pain in the butt, man. So cutting corners to try to make it easier can work, but chances are it won't. So don't cut the corners like I did. It ain't worth it. Alright. Let's start popping screws back in. When you put these back in, the tie downs, there's a little notch that you have to get in a hole. Alright, got those two in. It looks like I can put the other two in without any issues. Actually, I won't. Let me just start putting some of these other things back. This is the battery cage, battery cover. 12 volt battery, not the hybrid battery, just so that you know. Doesn't look like it has any anything other than grooves that it goes into. There's no clips or anything, which is weird. But anyway, it's in. I might as well go ahead and put the other side in. Okay, now that one has a plastic screw, which I'll put in now. Just making sure everything's good because it's not sitting in right away. Oh, that's why. Okay. Let me explain real quick. When you put it in, there's a square here, and I was just putting it there and it wasn't lining up. But this goes like that. So it'll be like this, okay? Okay, I'm going to get these little side screws in. I have it on 7 still, that's good enough. That way you don't strip the plastic or metal, whatever. There it is. Okay, we have the lower trim here for the hatch. I took this out before I started recording. Okay. have the tray, the trunk tray. You know what's funny? You know how I took off the rear cover privacy thing? There's a groove for it to fit right here. So I can store it under everything if I ever want to. I didn't know that. Good to know. Okay, this is the cover for this side. There we go. Now the door. Okay. Now I do have the carpet also. You know what? I might not have given myself enough room to put these other tie downs. So let's find out if I mess myself up here. Alright, I did, but it's not a big deal because that'll take care of that. It's hard to do it with your left hand, but don't give up. Do it with your left hand, because after a while it becomes easier. Alright, so I don't have room for the gun. So I'll try an extension just to see if I get a little bit more room. And if not, I'll use a ratchet. That worked. And then I have this. Well, there you have it, folks. Replacing both taillight housing assemblies on a 2013 Prius 3. I cracked the one on the right and my OCD wouldn't allow me to just buy one. Total time is a little bit over an hour. Hour and 10, maybe an hour and 15. I did pause it a lot. But that's it. It's actually not that hard. You just can't cut corners the way I tried to. I mean, some of it worked, but not all of it. And you can use entry-level tools. I have better tools. I was a mechanic. I kept all my stuff. But you don't need the expensive stuff. You could do it with a regular ratchet kit, 10 mil, you know, screwdriver. Pretty easy. Thank you for watching. Give it a likes and a thumbs up if this helped you. And I hope you have a great day. Actually, let me shut that. Oh, I gotta put a box in there though. Yeah, I know. I could have opened the door, but like I said, shortcuts don't always make it better. Thank you again.